Hold That Lion, 1947 film. Hold That Lion is a 1947 short subject directed by Jules White starring American slapstick comedy team the Three Stooges Moe Howard, Larry Fine and Shemp Howard. It is the 100th entry in the series released by Columbia Pictures starring the comedians who released 190 shorts for the studio between 1934 and 1959. Plot: the Stooges are the sole heirs to a grandiose inheritance, but the money is in the hands of an underhanded broker named Ichabod Slip Kenneth MacDonald. One by one the Stooges confront Slip in his office. He in turn accuses first Larry, then Moe, then Shemp of being that crook, and successfully flees his office with the money. The Stooges follow Slip on board a train. They start searching for Slip, but a conductor comes after them for tickets. After tricking the conductor, they escape and hide out in a large crate in the baggage car. A lion is also in the crate, and the Stooges run, hiding in a sleeping berth. Moe inadvertently sticks his foot out through the curtain, and the lion licks it, then climbs up in the berth. After bickering with each other, the Stooges escape, pulling down all the curtains to the berths and waking everyone up. As they make their getaway among the chaos, the Stooges finally spot Slip and take off after him. They chase him to the baggage car and manage to defeat him, claiming their inheritance. Supporting cast: Kenneth MacDonald as Ichabod Slip, Emil Sitka as attorney, Dudley Dickerson as Pullman porter, Haney Conklin as train conductor uncredited, Curly Howard as sleeping train passenger uncredited, Tanner as lion uncredited, Victor Travis as bearded man uncredited, Blackie Whiteford as train passenger uncredited. Production notes: Hold That Lion was filmed on January 28–31, 1947, the first film produced after the new year. The film premiered the final version of Three Blind Mice as the Stooges theme music, an updated, faster version arranged by Spud Murphy in the key of F major. The curly period featured versions in G major, making it easy to differentiate between the two eras. With minor variations, all in F. This version was used through the end of Stooges' short subject releases in 1959. Although Hold That Lion was the third film released featuring Shemp after his return to the Stooges, it was filmed after Squareheads of the Round Table and the Hot Scots, both which still utilized the sliding strings version of Three Blind Mice featured in the previous Shemp entries Fright Night and Out West, and in the final 12 entries starring Curly. The film title is a parody of the football term Hold That Line. Ichabod Slip's name appears on the door as I Slip. This is a semantic parody on the Long Island town of Islip, New York. Shemp Howard, a man of many phobias, was reportedly so frightened of the lion that he insisted a glass plate be placed in between him and the animal while filming the scene in the crate, and the Stooges' reflection in the glass can be seen as they are hastily exiting the crate. Apparently, though, Columbia Pictures hired a lion who was getting on in years. Emil Sitka later commented that the feline was so sickly he would fall asleep in the middle of a take. There is an audio goof in the film during a scene that featured Dudley Dickerson reacting to the lion. The laughing of a crew member can be heard in the background. Curly Howard returns. Hold That Lion is notable for a cameo appearance by former Stooge Curly, younger brother of Shemp and Moe. He appears as a snoring passenger who the Stooges think is Ichabod Slip, the man they are looking for. This was the only film that featured not only all four of the original Stooges in new footage together, but also the three Howard brothers Moe, Curly, and Shemp in new footage within the same film. This also marks the first time Curly is shown on camera with a full head of hair, and his only film appearance following the stroke that ended his career as a full-time Stooge. Director Jules White remembers, "It was a spur-of-the-moment idea. Curly was visiting the set. This was some time after his stroke. Apparently he came in on his own since I didn't see a nurse with him. He was sitting around, reading a newspaper. As I walked in, The newspaper which he had in front of his face came down and he waved hello to me. I thought it would be funny to have him do a bit in the picture, and he was happy to do it. Recycling template. Hold That Lion would be the template for recycled films starting in 1953. 3 films in a row utilized footage from this short. First, Booty and the Beast recycled the second half of Hold That Lion, consisting of scenes on the train including Curly Howard's cameo. Next, Loose Loot recycled the first half, consisting of scenes in various offices. Finally, Tricky Dicks recycled the only segment from Hold That Lion, not previously used, the filing cabinet sequence from the early office scenes. Due to this successful practice, director Jules White would begin recycling entire scenes rather than refilm them, as a cost-saving tactic for the remainder of the Stooges' tenure in Columbia Pictures' short subject department.